Good morning, viewers. Welcome to Top of the Morning by Mint, your weekday newscast that brings you 5 major stories from the world of business. It's Monday, September 16th, 2024. My name is Nelson John. Let's get started. India's Antitrust Watchdog, the Competition Commission of India, just made it easier for companies to get their hands on up to 25% of another company's shares without asking for permissions first. This tweak in the merger and acquisition rules is a big deal, especially for those looking at hostile takeovers. Before, you'd have to pause and get a note from the CCI before buying shares off the market, which wasn't exactly speedy. Now, as long as you're not trying to take control right away, you can go ahead without waiting on that green light. This change means businesses can move faster during the initial buying phases without getting tangled up in red tape. Girish Chandra Prasad reports. It's all part of a bigger push to cut down on the hassles and make doing business a bit more smoother in India. In India, where tradition meets tech, there's a rising star sector, faith tech. It's catching the eyes of big-time investors like PeakXV Partners, Blume Ventures, and Matrix Partners. Just recently, AppsForBharat bagged $18 million in a round led by Fundamentum, highlighting the surge in interest. This year alone, faith tech sector saw its funding leap to more than $50 million from just $4.3 million last year. This booming sector offers everything from virtual pilgrimages to digital puja bookings and astrological services, targeting both young Indians and the global diaspora craving a slice of home. However, this sector is not without its challenges. The seasonal nature of religious activities and the necessity to establish trusted partnerships with religious institutions are hurdles these companies continue to navigate. Samiksha Goel takes a deep dive into the sector, which is possibly unique to India and has carved a niche for itself. Family businesses are usually well-oiled machines, as there is a clear hierarchy and established workflows. But when it comes to succession, things get murky. That's exactly what happened with Bharat Forge and its promoter family. A dispute between the managing director Baba Kalyani and his sister Sugandha Harimat ended up in court after the brother refused to transfer shares to another pharma company. Now, a new court affidavit has come to light that might rule the verdict in favor of Sugandha. Priyanka Gawande and Anirudh Lashkar report that this affidavit goes against the claims made by Baba Kalyani, who has allegedly diverted significant assets away from his father. The Reserve Bank of India has been cautioning the Indian banking industry about the ever-growing amount of loans being disbursed. Finally, the banks are listening. The gap between the credit and deposit is finally narrowing down, reports Shayan Ghosh. RBI now wants banks to get innovative in its ways to hold more deposits. It has also come down hard on unsecured loans, fearing a fracture in India's vast financial systems. Crude oil prices have been crashing and currently cost about $70 to $75. Naturally, expectations of a cut in the price of petrol and diesel have risen. These rates were last revised prior to the general elections. Sumant Banerjee explains why crude oil prices have fallen, the various factors involved in making such a decision, and how likely a price cut is. That's all for today. Thank you for joining in. We're eagerly looking forward to our next Top of the Morning episode, which will be packed with fresh business news. Until then, have a great day.